Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through how I steam seal my hair on a weekly basis to make sure that I seal in moisture into my hair strands. So the first thing you want to do is to rinse, refresh your hair always first, just so that you have an idea of about how much moisture is locked into your hair strands and how far you need to go. As you can see, my hair is pretty frizzy after I rinse, refresh it. And it still feels dry to the touch, even though it's soaking wet. And that's basically the main telltale sign that you need to lock more moisture into your hair strands. All right, so basically what you want to do is completely blow dry your hair first. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that rinse refresh is just for you to see where your hair is at as far as moisture goes. So in order to steam seal, you definitely want to have your hair dry first. All right, so once you have fully dried your hair, you want to go ahead and apply your daily conditioner to your hair strands. And just make sure that you thoroughly finger detangle as you apply, just so that you get every single one of your strands coated and also thoroughly detangled. So as you're applying curl lever, you'll notice that your hair is immediately starting to separate, detangle, and soften. Quick little movement check right now shows that the curls are starting to separate and not being like big clumps. Okay, time to steam the hair. The whole purpose of steaming your hair is that the heat actually opens up tightly locked hair cuticles, allowing moisture to be absorbed deeply into your strands. And then as your hair cools, it actually closes your hair cuticles, which seals the moisture deeply into your hair. I recommend steam sealing at least once a week. As you can see, just from steam sealing that one time, my hair is already starting to look less frizzy. So I go ahead and I refill my hair steamer and I just repeat the process again. My hair steamer only holds about 1/4 cup of water, so I constantly have to be refilling it because my hair absorbs a lot. So after absorbing about 1/2 cup of water, this is what my hair looks like. You can tell the frizz is going away, and it definitely feels soft. However, in order to get the most amount of definition, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Silk Curl hair gel and then follow up with steam sealing the hair gel in. So when you apply the Silk Curl hair gel, you just want to apply it in the same way that you did the curl lever, just raking and shingling it through your hair, finger detangling thoroughly, and just making sure that you coat every single strand for maximum definition. You definitely don't want to rush this step. It's incredibly important to make sure that you thoroughly finger detangle your hair to prevent any knots, and also to make sure that your final results have all of your curls laying as aligned as possible. So important. All right, so the hair gel makes a huge difference as far as definition goes. As you can see, my curls are popping even without me steam sealing it in. The real-time movement check kind of tells the same story, except it's hard to see the curls moving one by one. In slow-mo, you can really see how much of a difference the hair gel makes as far as curl definition, separation, as well as movement. And you want to go ahead and steam seal after you've applied so that you can get these results to last. All right, so you don't want to get too caught up on these results, because as the hair gel dries, your hair is going to start to get a little bit frizzy. So you can tell that it still needs more moisture. So definitely want to steam seal the hair gel in. What I've noticed at this length is that my hair can absorb about a cup and a quarter total of water. I wish I didn't have to keep stopping and refilling my steamer, but I guess it's nice that you can see how my hair slowly gets less and less frizzy the more I steam seal it. Here in this real-time movement check, you can tell that my curls are moving and separated even in real time just from steam sealing that hair gel in one time. So I'm going to go ahead and refill and re-steam again until it's pretty clear that my hair can no longer absorb any more moisture. Wondering how to tell when your hair has absorbed enough water? Well, just pay attention to your hair while you're steaming it and notice whether your hair is becoming drier every time that you're finished steaming, or if it reaches a point where your hair stops contracting and absorbing moisture and actually starts to look more frizzy. This is the telltale sign that your hair strands are full. And if you keep going, you are going to have the opposite effect on your hair, which is to release all of the moisture that you just tried to put inside of your hair strands. Lucky for you guys, I actually did overdo it, and you can tell that my hair, even though it does have a lot of movement and moisture, it is slightly frizzy. Now you are more than welcome to go ahead and stop right here and just go on with your day as if nothing happened, but I like to go the extra mile, and bonus points if you guys can guess what the last step is going to be. That's right, rinse, refresh. So you always want to rinse, refresh after you've oversteamed your hair like I did, because adding the additional water on top of the frizzy hair actually helps you to reclaim some of that moisture that you mistakenly released by oversteaming your hair. A pro tip is to use cold water in order to do this, because the temperature change from having your hair strands being warm to being cold actually helps to lock in and seal more moisture into your hair strands. Kinky curly hair just needs moisture, and moisture only comes from water. Don't get caught up on over-reliance on product. You need to be making sure that you are getting your kinky curly hair wet on a daily basis. And the products from Coco with Love just help your hair to be able to retain and hold as much moisture as possible. But using the techniques of rinse, refreshing, and steam sealing this moisture into your hair at least once weekly, you're able to produce absolutely beautiful, moisturized, healthy, moving, and lustrous kinky curls. I cannot stress how important it is to wet your hair daily, because kinky curly hair has small, tight cuticles that take quite a long time to absorb moisture if you're not introducing it with heat. So allowing your hair to remain wet for a longer amount of time gives your hair strands the opportunity to absorb as much moisture as they need. It's so crazy that water, which is the one thing that our kinky curly hair needs just so badly, has been our number one hair enemy for forever. But these products actually help you and water to no longer be enemies anymore, but rather friends, because that's what your hair needs. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel in order to get more tips and tricks on how to use products from Coco with Love and to care for kinky curly hair.